Hello, everyone. My name is Larry Modrick, and I'm here on behalf of Tri-Cities Health and Wellness. We're a nonprofit organization that are leading the fight against childhood obesity. And today I'm here to ask for your support of our nonprofit program to help fight childhood obesity. We're partnering with schools and supporters like yourselves and communities and households to fight this ever-growing problem. Over the next few minutes, talk about the problem at large, solutions to come up with, and how this will benefit partners like yourselves. Currently, the job to be done just isn't being done. There's those moments of struggle out there. The acceptable moments of struggle where schools and parents have led to children to malnourishment. This is no fault of the parents. Over 80% of all advertising for foods are for unhealthy foods and snacks, and some of those late night commercials we'll see watching those sports games as well. So children, the problem is children with insufficient diets are reported to have more problems with health, academic learning, and sociological behavior. Malnutrition will result in long-term neurological issues in the brain, which can impact child's emotional responses, reaction to stress, learning disabilities, and other mental complications. And unfortunately, it just doesn't stop at childhood. As we get older, we're not equipped with those tools to kind of combat those unhealthy habits. We just kind of get used to, being unhealthy. So we want to stay on top of health and wellness. And, unfortunately, kids today, when they go to school, they're inactive for 6 to 8 hours. And it's not like something you just kind of grow out of. You kind of hear like, oh, it's just baby fat. You're active. Don't worry about it. But we want to give those kids the opportunity to live a healthy life. So we're trying to make it fun as well. But as you kind of see this vicious cycle of childhood obesity, kids would kind of go to school, not really have a lot of recess. To come home, there's video games, and then the availability of food. Sometimes in poor communities, it's cheaper to eat out at McDonald's or other fast food restaurants or get those highly processed meals. And just kind of see the cycle just continues. And, the heavier you are and at least healthier you are growing up, it kind of just leads to obesity in adults. And to put that in perspective, 1 in 5 children are obese, and that's more than the population of Los Angeles and parts of New York City combined. So as we kind of see it on right, it's a little cartoon making fun of it, but this is reality for a lot of people. It's hard to get healthy alternatives of food if your kitchen's not stocked or there's just not those available meals at schools for reduced prices for those kids in need. So we're looking to partner with schools, so with support and kind of build a free program so that way we'll worry about the hard things, as in nutritional guidelines, teaching parents and kids like how to do that. And over the next couple of minutes, I'll really dive into what our program entails and how we really plan to bring that all together. Our current solutions are just relying on parents and also the choosemyplate.gov. Um, and unfortunately, it's good intentions, but at the same time, it's not bringing the holistic picture together. So, like parents lecturing kids eat healthy but not leading by example will kind of lead to that disconnect. And because it's like monkey see, monkey do. If the parents see your kids see you kind of eating unhealthy or sitting around after work, they're not as engaged or learning through those behaviors. And the my plate's kind of not all encompassing of what you really see out there. Um, so to kind of move along, our solution here is, to make it fun. So by using our sponsors' products, partnering with schools, interacting with kids frequently, it's not just, hey, once a week or, an hour every 40 hours. It's like trying to get it ingrained in them at home, at school, and then just in the community at large. Because once you start putting those little small building blocks together, it really builds a holistic picture of health and wellness, what not only benefits the kids and parents, but the communities of health. You kind of cut down on malnutrition, disease prevention. So I think, as you kind of see, as we keep going further, how this all blends together. So here's our value exchange map. As we kind of see, we have like school grants. We're kind of shoring up some of that with nesting other private organizations. We'll also have our own internal marketing and kind of get some kickbacks from YouTube channel. As you see in the middle, the Tri-State Wellness is our nonprofit organization. We're a separate wing of that, and we're the childhood nutrition program. So we'll have fun games and giveaways to kind of give to kids to kind of like reward them for good behaviors, cooking lessons, and then also all of our programs are backed by registered dietitians that kind of give us that uh, real like building block and like the strength and guidance showing that these are all research based. And then some here examples are some of our giveaways we'll kind of give to all kids. So our superfoods cookbook, it's fun with filled with fun nutritional guidelines. And so instead of making some nachos at home, we can make our apple nachos, which are some of my favorite. And then we also have our Tri-State Wellness aprons. So there's some costs associated with this, but through our sponsorships and through our partnerships, we're able to kind of drive these costs down, and then actually give each kid some rewards to really feel part of the program. This next, like here is our current staff. So these are health consultants out there right now, going out to the kids and really kind of getting involved with the schools themselves. They're also responsible for our online community message board, which is we'll talk about later. And they're able to help answer those questions that parents might have, talk to kids directly, and then also they're the ones in charge really of all the educational materials behind our program. So here's some examples of our kids. So like kids are equally engaged in our nutrition activities, kind of see here. To maximize interest, we hold regular competitions that require some use of knowledge gained from our program. More nutrition challenges take a picture of a plate that has at least 3 whole food groups in it. Students that participate in our challenges are entered to win a grand prize at the end of the program that contains kids' baking kit. So it's kind of something to kind of keep along for the rest of their lives to kind of look back fondly on. Then to further engage students, we also take volunteers for programs and our partnerships, so that way partners like yourselves are able to kind of get involved and really see what we do. And it's always necessary for to kind of shorten resources being a nonprofit. Here's an example of our website. So we have an online community where kind of have your own personal profiles that we can track your kids' health. We'll have targeted messages towards certain age groups to kind of give parents that feedback on what do they should the kids be doing, like health wise, activities, and then also to kind of get like big community groups together to make sure that the community at large is involved, and it kind of helps parents and guardians succeed as well as the kids themselves. So it's down here. Here's like some examples of our media. We have to work on a little bit here, but we have like coloring pages, nutrition guides, recipes, ways for parents to get involved and read. And then also our top right corner is nutrition media, which is managed, like I said, by our dietitians. So they're monitoring the message boards themselves and able to kind of answer questions parents might have. The social value that we really provide is we're creating a healthier lifestyle. We're promoting exercise in class and online. And if we can convince kids and parents to make a habit of this better lifestyle, it becomes second nature to them as they grow up. Living a healthy lifestyle decreases further health complications and costs. So overall, this is a wise investment for schools and communities kind of get involved behind. And then as kids kind of like develop, they're able to fight off disease more, be in class more, and just kind of be more involved in the community and be healthier. So, according to CDC, healthy students are better learners. So that poor nutrition we're combating and lack of physical activity will lead to better grades and just better academic performance. Then better, and that'll kind of lead to better jobs, better opportunities for them as well. So as we kind of research, price was a big factor, and so we at Kids Health and Tri-City Wellness believe all this beneficial information should be free. So we want to make sure the information they receive is true as well, and that's of high importance, and that's why we use our Tri-City wellness dietitians to kind of do that. So this is research based. The price is free, so you can't argue with that price, but that's why we need sponsors, donations for people like you. And then just kind of off the chart here, school partnerships were like in the middle. But I think parents just really want that one resource to kind of go to kind of know, hey, where's some like healthy meal ideals they can go out and just look at quickly when grocery shopping, or order from Amazon Fresh or however you get your groceries. And so just having that variety of meal ideas keeps it fresh and keeps kids excited about to eat not just your broccoli, but how do I make broccoli more delicious and kids look forward to healthy meals. So we kind of did our online survey to analyze, interpret the total customer value associated with three solution choices, and those being super healthy kids are an online website that's established, or just parents relying on their own online research. We came out ahead, but I think once you kind of roll out and kind of get more eyes on the product, people really realize the benefit, and then also having that interaction with schools and the communities really get our name out there, and this thing should spread like wildfire through our communities. So kind of look through the revenue sides. So supplies through schools, those aprons and cookbooks we kind of showed earlier. We have to pay our dietitians to make sure they're happy, and then hire more as we kind of spread to more school districts. So overall, we kind of take that into consideration with our 5-year plan, and I think right away we have relatively low cost, so we're able to kind of maintain that profit level. And being a nonprofit, we're able to save that money and not really worry about shareholders so much, and kind of keep that in line for rainy day fund or program expansions or like other prizes and other fun activities we kind of get into. I said a website is also it's an online world, so we're kind of looking at that website upkeep and creation as well to make sure that those things click along and there's no problems getting those information people want or need. So kind of see here, our revenues, we're not, we're here to make sure the program is well funded, and over a 5-year projection, we'll should have enough revenue to over expense our expenses and also keep that profit in our rainy day fund. So the golden rule of forecasting is to be conservative, but overall, with these conservative sponsorships, we're able to kind of really see, where is this going. So that's my spiel. But like I said, we're looking to partner with other local communities, such as members of communities such as Albertsons, who's in Boise, Lamb Weston, who's a big food provider in our area, the Seattle Seahawks with their Play 60 Minutes. And so that's where we're kind of reaching out to other sponsors like you and your organization to kind of really drive home that wellness and really get involved and make this program successful. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to our partnership.